Welcome to Comfy Havoc number 2. I am your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. The following subject is very, very touchy and mentally taxing. Alright? So, if you don't have a strong mental aspect, I implore you, it would behoove you, and I beg you to just go to the next video. Don't watch this video because I'm going to be vulnerable. You might cry. I'm going to try not to cry. And I'm going to express myself full on, And some of the things that I'm going to say will be relatable. Some of the things I'm going to say is going to be so true to life. And some things, I experienced on Friday and Saturday. And there's a lot of shit that I'm going to dig into. It's going to be really painful shit. So if you're not straight here, if you're as jacked up here as I am, and you're not in a good place like I am, this video is definitely not for you. Alright, so let's begin. As you guys know, I'm a 50-year-old man. I've been in this acting business for 20-something years. That's the part that Saturday is going to reflect on. Alright? And it's going to be the truth. I was scoring double digits on Friday, yo. And I'm not talking from chicks. I'm just talking with bad things happening. I was in the double digit mark. Alright? Friday, I flipped out on my mom. Now, I shouldn't have, but I did. I haven't apologized to her yet, but I'm not going to apologize for a damn thing I said. I'm going to apologize for how I said it, because I meant every word that I said, because every word that I said was the fucking truth. And, this is kind of where it all begins and where it all ends. It begins with your parents and your life, and it begins with how you get through that life and who helps you and who does not. Now, I'm one of these people. I can be honest with me, so I can be honest with you. I am one of these people who exist because I don't have a choice. Alright? I exist in this body because for some reason, whatever the good Lord plan is, it fell on me. I don't know why. I'm not a savior. I don't want to be a savior. I don't care about any of that spiritual mumbo jumbo and all that other stuff. Let me get rid of this, since y'all can see it through my arm there. And Sprite and them ain't paying me. Sometimes you are around people who love you. So this does not go to any of my friends, because they are the only people who love me and are still behind me with this acting thing. They have not told me to quit. They are standing behind me. They are honest. They aren't honest with the fault, but they're on that honest level of, well, to be honest, you've gone too goddamn far to quit. Because I've been at this for 20 fucking years, and I haven't had any success. We're not gonna lie about that shit. I haven't had any success whatsoever. Other than the 321 of you who are following me here on YouTube, I haven't had any success. Other than the 956 on Instagram and the over 3,000 on TikTok. But nothing I have made on any of these platforms have gone viral. So we can say I've had small measures of success, but I've never had success. I haven't made enough stuff go viral so that TikTok can actually pay me to be here and I can get better equipment and do what I need to do. The one thing I have kept true is that I have not asked anybody for money. And I'm not going to do that, because the way I see it is that when I finally get that job, when Kevin Feige moves into my direction, we're praying that happens. Somehow or another, it's going to make up for all the time that I put in and all the effort that I put in. And Kevin Feige, if you happen to see this video, I am available. But please don't take this video the wrong way, Kevin Feige, because I'm about to get vulnerable. I'm about to make some people cry. Maybe even you. Okay, so like I said, I often feel that I exist to be God's punching bag and to be everybody else's nuisance or annoyance, because you can feel vibes from people if you know what to feel. And when you're around people who just tolerate you, it's a feeling that I can't really explain to anyone else, but it's a feeling you'll know. And I often feel no matter where I go, unless I'm around certain people, then most people just tolerate me, and that I am breathing up their space, and that I am a placeholder for someone else more important to come along. And I understand that. I have accepted that shit many, many years ago. And the thing is, it still hurts. It doesn't matter who it is, it still hurts. It hurts on a level that it makes you wish you were dead, but you don't want to die a painful death. So you're kind of stuck between, God, I wish I could wake up and just be dead, or damn, man, the world just fucking hates me, and it hates me so bad that I don't want to be here anymore. Now, a lot of people who have suicidal thoughts and processes and shit like that, they have that. It's not that they hate their life; it's that they hate the pain that they're in, and they don't want to be here anymore. So before you pass judgment on anybody who unalives themselves, you have to understand what that person's gone through. I've gone through favoritism. I've gone through being stabbed in the back by family, and I've gone through, we don't give a fuck about you as long as what you do helps us. We don't want you to help you. And I often get that from my siblings. I don't get a thank you. I don't get a I'm sorry. I don't get a we're going to do better. We're going to help elevate you. We're going to reach out to producers and people that can open the door for you. Now, we don't want to do that because as long as you're here, we have you to take care of our grown ass problems that we refuse to adult and do. So, it's things like that that make people like me want to unalive ourselves because we have no support from the people who should support us the most. They just fucking don't. Because what we do for them is great, but they can't bend a little to do a damn thing for us. I bitch and complain about how I want to be an actor more than anything on this earth. It goes in this ear and out that ear when it comes to family members. My friends, behind me, 1000%. And the ones that aren't, they are honest enough to keep it to themselves. So, I don't want to hurt you, but maybe you should quit. The one person in my family that I thought was supporting me, well, I found out Saturday she wasn't really supporting me. She's different than the others, but, she's real about the shit. But I'm like, hold on. You fail to understand. This seems like everybody who wants me to get a job don't want me to get a job that makes me happy. But it's okay for them to be happy. You see the clusterfuck that is. How come y'all get to have jobs to get y'all happy and get money, but y'all want me to take just any old random ass job so I can still be around to do your fucking job as an adult, as a parent? And they don't seem to get that shit. Oh, they're hiring for this or they're hiring for that. I already clean toilets for a living. I don't like my job. I'm just glad I have it because I have the best boss in the world who doesn't treat me like dog shit and doesn't talk to me like I'm a dog. Now, granted, I'm always walking on eggshells with him, but the man knows that I'm going to come to work. He knows that I'm going to show up. He knows that come hell or high water, I'm going to come and do the job that he pays me for. They're closed this week. You know where I'll be on Wednesday? I'll be at work. You know where I'll be on Friday? I'll be at work. Until he tells me to not come to work because we're closed, guess what? He's going to find me at work because that's what he pays me to do. No. Now, I want to make acting. I want to make movies. I want to make movies for the rest of my life. I don't want to be a director. I don't have to be the star. I just want to be in the movies. That's it. Because that's going to make me happy, even if I'm only on the screen for 5 fucking minutes. It's 5 minutes that I didn't have in the 20 years that I've been in this business. And it also will open up the doors for people to say, you know what? Echo got something. We might want to give him another shot. We might want to give him his own show. We might want to give him something special. He wants to represent being mixed. But we have to take a different route. No, he doesn't look like he has enough black in him to be mixed. So if he wants to be native, we'll give him a job as a native. Now, hopefully, the natives watching will give me a fucking blessing. Hey, just give me your blessings, man. That's it. I'm not going to do anything that's not native approved. No. And I will be big short. Look, where's the local natives where we're filming at? It's like, what? Where's the local natives where we're filming at? And I mean Native Americans, not those fucking aboriginal fake-ass black people who are pretending that they were first. I'm sorry if that offended you and you're black. If you're not on TikTok, you have no idea what the hell's going on. I've mentioned that quite a few times. I do apologize for that. But there are some pretendians who are actually black with no ties to Native American culture whatsoever. And they're fucking around. Anyway, moving on. So when you go around certain people, and you feel that sting of why is this motherfucker here? And that's pretty much how they think it, but they kind of verbalize it a lot nicer, but they don't want you around. They can't stand you. They don't tell you this shit because they are afraid of your visceral reaction, and because I was in the military, a lot of people think that I'm just gonna go get a firearm and do some stupid shit. I have a bow and arrow, but I'm not going to unalive anybody, and especially on my job because my job is my escape. It is my freedom next to this whole YouTube platform and TikTok and Instagram. Those are my escape while I'm suffering trying to get my foot in the door to get a job as an actor. You know, and I've been in this business for 20 years, and like I said, had Millennium Studios gave me a job, we wouldn't be having this kind of a conversation. You know, and America is the only country in the world where I know you can be an actor in another country and come to this country and make millions, but yet they don't give Americans the chance to actually be actors. And you know, I can't even get arrested getting a soap opera job. You know, and it's not as easy as people think. And you know, it is what it is. And I'm going to keep fighting because it's what I do. And I'm going to keep bringing you guys martial art videos. And some of them might be repetitive, and I do apologize for that. But we're hoping to fix that when my rings get done and we can do the 550 cord. Anyway, I just got to get my rings finished wrapped, and I got to get my big wooden club wrapped because they just got finished. I picked them up the other day when I picked up my headphones. Now, I've gone through enough trauma in life that a normal person would have unalived themselves. And I have had trauma before I went into the military. I wanted to unalive myself. The military saved my life. Just like the girl who saved my life, who made me want to unalive myself, and thank God for the military. I found a few people in Bravo that loved me, that gave a damn. Fusco, Lowe, Sailor Guy, Drill Sergeant Robbins, the cop, Shit Trump, Bible, the rest, and Pee Wee, and all the Williams, Big Williams, Angry Williams, you know, and Wilson. You know, those guys gave a fuck. Alright? Fuck that guy from New York. I didn't want to leave the army outside of a body bag because that's how bad my fucking life was. And in some cases it still is. But I'm in way better shape now. You know, I got help when I got out. I didn't get to get deployed. I didn't get to serve the way I wanted to serve, but I still served, and legally, no matter what paper I signed, I had to put my military stuff on there. Whew. Had to get that out. That's kind of rough. I don't like talking about that shit. However, I found the motherfucking home in Delta. There wasn't a guy in Delta Company, 2nd Platoon, that didn't give me love. The 3 drill sergeants, Drill Sergeant Haynes, Drill Sergeant Armbird, Drill Sergeant Amisqua, aka Drill Sergeant Aztec Warrior, and my entire family in Delta, and Drill Sergeant Forisco. Well, First Sergeant Forisco, which is like, he was like the main man. These guys made me want to live. They made me want to live. You understand me? Not Drill Sergeant Joker, though, because that motherfucker smoked us over fucking everything. And there was the goldfish. But, yeah. As far as that part of my life, Delta was the best thing that happened to me. The motherfuckers I met in Bravo was the best thing that happened to me. And I found was people who actually gave a fuck if I lived or died. We salute you, Delta, and we salute you, Bravo. Even the motherfuckers that didn't like me. But there are still people who will always treat you like they wish you didn't exist, which will make you feel like you wish you didn't exist. And I've gone through that. And I still have moments where I wish that I didn't exist. Not so many now, because I'm in a better place. I just feel like something's about to change in life, and I'm hoping that it comes really fucking soon, or at least after cosplay. Anything good can happen to me after cosplay. Just let me get through March, and then let the world be my oyster. You know, let my books sell. Let me finish writing Sundown, because I'm going to restart writing. I had some computer issues, so I'm going to restart writing Sundown on Wednesday. I have my folder so I can read my notes to figure out where I'm going to pick up with. Because, spoiler alert, the woman in a coma has woken up and she's about to sing like the canary. Anyway, moving on. When you don't have support, it's a problem. And when you don't have family support, it's a bigger problem. And I often feel that my family will never support me. And it's fine because you don't need family support when you can win the heart of the world and have them support you. Knowing that, knowing that is why I'm in a good place. I lose followers, I gain followers. I don't take that shit personally. They take some of the shit that I say on this platform personally, which just means they are realizing who they are and that the truth and the truth teller is not for them. Right? And I give you guys 99.9. And sometimes I give you the whole 1,000. And when I give people the whole 1,000 of my views, they don't necessarily like it and they go to the loo. And I leave that door open because sometimes you have to see who you really are to see where you're going to go in life. And a lot of people, when I bring up a certain someone, if I make a video about them, my numbers drop. You guys can watch. I have 321 right now. I had 323 before I made my last video of that certain person. And then all of a sudden, I'm down to 321. So, you might not like the shit that I do, but if I'm telling it to you, it's because you need to hear it. And it's more than likely closer to right than wrong. It's damn sure closer to truth than lie. Alright? And it just depends on how receptive you are. Now, like I said, there are people that you will be around that will honestly, truly to God, make you wish you were never born. And a lot of those people are family. A lot of them are family. And they're the cog in that wheel that can either make you or break you. I won't let my family break me. They are the cog in the wheel that is not supporting me. So I can't wait for them to turn their minds around and support me. It'd be like me making sure that this guy from Radio Shack, when I push this button, Radio Shack's gonna magically start to work again. You know, they're gonna come back and open up all the stores and the yellow button. The yellow button. See, like I said, it doesn't give you 99.9. This is a gift from one of my surrogate fathers. I found it today in the shed. He's split pretty open. He looks like a knockoff of RoboCop. It was made in China in 1990. It's written right there on his ass. Well, his belt. Anyway, moving on. When people make you feel like that, I need you to think like I think. Tomorrow is a fresh start. The doors that are closed could very well be open tomorrow. You just gotta get there. You know. And if they don't open tomorrow, the next day, the next minute, the next second, the next week, the next hour. You don't know until you get there. Same thing I tell people about when you follow martial artists who leave off the fact that hurts. That hurts. When you hit someone, you can break your hand. When you get hit, they can break their hand or your face. And you won't know until you get hit. Therefore, you won't know until you get there. So, being that I'm in a good place, and I'm trying to stay there, you have to learn how to resist the temptation to want to unalive yourself. It is not an easy task. And yes, that's Voltron. I made a TikTok about it. Whole bunch of stuff on TikTok involving these guys. This is Iceman version 1. This is Iceman version 2. Okay, we're good. Anyway, there's going to be things in life. There are going to be obstacles that are going to hurt you here and here. And you're going to have to adapt. Like a week ago, I got my car fixed, which my car wouldn't have got damaged had I not had to go do the responsibility of one of my siblings. And that same sibling didn't even bother to bring up the fact that I spent 40 some odd dollars on a new light after picking up her child. And she could have at least volunteered to pay for it. Now let me pay for your light. Since you went to pick up my child, let me pay for your light. Let me do that. Let me do that for you since I don't do anything else for you. Other than tell my children, don't listen to you because you're fucking stupid. Yeah. You understand the concept? When you got your own family members telling their children not to listen to you because they think you're stupid. But then the first person that they call when they need something is stupid because I'm too stupid to not help somebody. Regardless of what they say about me, regardless of how they treat me, if it's within my ability to help them, I'm going to help them. So I guess they might be right. I might be kind of stupid, but I'm at least honest about it. And with that kind of love, you don't need any help in life other than to help you overcome the bullshit that flies out their mouth. Being in a bad place is not that bad. It's just you have to find your way out of the bad place. Being in a bad place physically, being in a bad place mentally, you have to adapt. I have adapted very well, and I am in a good place, and I want to end this video on that note. I am in a good place. If this video has mentally affected you in any way, shape, or form, if you are in the military has a hotline. When you call the VA, it will be the first thing they give you, or they will tell you like what button to push. If you are having a mental crisis, they will also tell you to call 911. I advise you to call the military hotline, and I advise you to find someone to talk to. I would also advise you to go to the local VA and get help. In closing in that, thank you, Dr. Bishop, for all that you have done for me. Thank you to the 321 of you who have stuck with me for the last few months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing ya.